Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life. Are you seeking?
Hello. Welcome, everyone.
Hello. I was checking in with my crystal.
Okay, perfect.
Charging up, open my circle, burnt some sage,
hmm
having a
Welcome,
good night.
everyone.
How is everybody?
Well, we're just getting started. We're just tapping in. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara. An absolute beautiful day here today.
Was it?
Oh, it was so pretty, so sunny and warm. It's been cold. I'm in Florida, and it has been cold during the days and stuff. Like today was gorgeous, perfect weather.
Even during the day?
Yeah. Well, for us, it's cold. We're used to like 80s and 90s, and it's been like in the 60s, 50s, and 60s, which is really cold for down here when you're used to the 100 degrees. But I saw my cardiologist today, got released. I don't have to take my blood thinners. But it was really cool sitting there today. I got a lot of messages, a whole lot of messages about, and dropping in today too. A lot of it's about just eternity, the perspective of life, that we often think that life is about what we have and what's left behind when people pass. Everybody's always worried about the material things, and they have to have mom's rings and they have to have this and that. And I was sitting in a hospital today that was full of cancer patients, heart patients, people that had most of their limbs were gone. It was really freaking wild. Like I saw a lot of people with no hands and feet and stuff today. It was really odd. So I was in some imaging center or something. But I started realizing, in the grand scheme of things with what we do and everything, it's more about the eternal, the love, the connections, the soul connections. And that's coming in tonight with the spirits and stuff. It's some of the souls that have come through. It's the connections that they had with their loved ones that matter most. The material things don't matter. If you don't have that wedding ring or you didn't get something in the estate, it doesn't matter. And that's like the first spirit that I had come through. And now, honestly, I don't know if Bright Hawk's in the room because I'm not sure if it's for. I saw this beautiful hawk and raven flying together. Beautiful, beautiful. And these two people, butterfly kisses was like a big deal. Like they were very touchy-feely and would even put their foreheads together. You know how like just, and it was more like a soul connection that these people had.
Right.
And they would breathe each other's essence in when they would do that. And I was also shown, I think this, like as a little girl, this person had a winter fur coat. Like the white, the fake little white coats that some little girls had like in the 70s and stuff. And we had the little, I think they were called muffs that you put your hands in. She had one of those. But the woman now, she's older. But when she was little, and I'm thinking it's like her sister is who the person is that's here. Loved it. Oh, and she loved that coat so much.
So I'm just going to say what's happening right now is Cheryl is describing what she got before she dropped in today. Hi, Eva. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Eva.
You'll probably have to repeat yourself,
It's
Cheryl.
okay.
Hi, Nelia. Hi, Leah. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, everybody.
Tracy, how you doing?
Great.
Hi, Terry. Hi, Monica.
Welcome,
Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Maggie. Maggie Leo Gonzalez and Carrie Koloninsky over in the group, and Stephanie Segal. Welcome, everyone. We're glad you're here. Yeah, we have to sometimes give a few minutes, about 10, 15 minutes, for everyone to gather. Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But as I dropped in today, I had...
Here's somebody who's saying something to you. Hey, Mama Cole.
Hi,
Sal
sweetheart.
and I are here together.
AJ. Hi, AJ. Mm-hmm. He's a friend of mine from one of my classes from a while ago. And this is a very friendly space, AJ, just so you know. House goes by they, them.
Mm-hmm.
Sal and I are there together. Awesome. Love you guys. So this woman, the spirit that came through, I believe it's like her sister or perhaps like a best friend. She's been gone a while. I'd say she's been gone like 20, 25 years. Yeah, she's been gone a while, but they had a beautiful soul connection. She said she was like wild at heart, but she lived in the city, but she absolutely... I'm spinning. There we go. I have satellite, so I apologize for any little glitches. I'll be right back. It's like they're like seconds. But yeah, she had like a really down to earth nature, and she longed for the wild. And she said that her heart didn't live the way her soul truly desired. So I get like she was like a person of nature, like, because the first thing was the hawk and the raven was very clear, like mountains and earth energies and things like that. But she didn't live that way. That's what her heart and her soul desired. But she lived like drudgery, city, cement, jungle. But then when she passed, and she also stated that disease ate her body. She was riddled with disease at the end. But she never gave up. And then she showed me like during her struggles, like if anybody knows who this is, let me know. But she said during her struggles, like as she was ill, the person that was with her, like the soul mate or friend or whatever, would take her on journeys, taught her how to meditate so that it made the pain easier. It was easier for her to transition. Like they helped her. I thought that was absolutely beautiful. And that she never gave up through it. They showed her how to do the meditations and stuff. And they helped guide her. So I don't know if anybody can claim her, because I know the person's here. I know that.
Okay.
So.
See, Linda said, who's this? Sorry, I missed the beginning. See?
I just, as I dropped in, I got this really beautiful soul who is just, she's an old, I'd say she's like 40, 45 years old. She died, I want to say cancer, but I'm not even sure. It's something that like ate her body. But I don't like blood. I'm saying it's probably more like blood, some kind of blood disease. And I'm almost thinking it's like a sister, like two sisters. but that's okay. They'll come along, or they'll hear it or something. I also got, I'm just going to stop for a minute and see whoever's present. Like, go ahead and step forward. Okay, I'm getting an older gentleman, balding, very skinny. He was very frail when he passed. Lots of music. He absolutely loved music. Music was his life. He sends his loved one, I get it's his son. He sends him music. He sends him signs and symbols through music. A lot, a whole lot. To where it's like undeniable it's him, but this person is. Sometimes when things are right before us, we still go through life like this, and we're like, I don't hear him. He's not here. Where is he? Where is he? I would do so much better if I could just hear him. And he's trying to give you messages through music. He's putting things, like he's showing me actually putting things in your path to where you're almost tripping over them, but you're just like not really acknowledging. And I want to say it's just because you're having some struggles of your own, and that's okay. But this man, he did pass. It was difficult. He also fought disease and stuff, but he's free now. He's totally healthy. He's guiding this young man and watching over him. And he shows me with like a leather vest. He wore this vest all the time. And I get he was a smoker, and he's thin, balding, gray hair, mustache, denim jeans, and like a leather vest. No sleeves or anything. And I don't see any patches on the vest. It was just a leather vest. And he wore it all the time. He says he was even buried in this vest. And his loved one is here. So I'm not sure if you're not listening but at Hey Muff, at my sister's wedding, I was the bridesmaid. See, Linda, I'm wondering if that was your sister. Do you have a sister who passed, Linda? This woman who passed was like, it was like 20, 25 years ago. I have quite a few spirits here. And see, I normally connect differently. I'm trying to do spirit led today, and it's really different, but it's really cool. I'm really enjoying it. Hi, Tisha. So can anybody let me know whose dad this is? Because I have a dad and I have a woman here. The woman's like 45, and she has shown me like a white coat, a muff, a hawk and a raven, like she flies above. She keeps talking about butterfly kisses. If you know the song Butterfly Kisses, I can see you, Linda. You had a muff at your sister's wedding. I was a bridesmaid. Okay, Linda, did you lose like a best friend, a childhood friend, or a sister? I'd say like 20, 25 years ago. And you helped her, like you could help her. She was sick and stuff, and you helped her see a different way, is what she's showing me. And you may have done this without even like realizing what you were doing. Like sometimes we influence people's lives and don't even realize. And she's like, you're what helped her hold it together. This person helped her hold it together when she didn't know. She says sometimes we don't know how to die, and death can be really scary. And this this person helped make it so much easier. She wasn't scared. And there's nothing to be scared. She's like, it's absolutely beautiful. So that's a very profound, deep message from Spirit there. She was very afraid. And sometimes if we embrace death, it is a journey, and we're all going to take it. We can go in fighting and denying it, or we can just acknowledge it. And there's times, yes, we fight, because she's like, I did fight tooth and nail with this disease. She did fight, but she also did it with grace. Like, she was able to. Okay. So there's a woman, there's a gentleman whose son is here. I also have a young little girl, and she's showing me purple violets, like a bunch of purple violets. So I'm not sure if her name's Violet or if this flower is very special and meaningful. And this little girl passed away when she was young. Very young. I'd say like 4 years old. She showed me her favorite thing was bubbles. And sunshine. Sunshine's a big message. You are my sunshine. And she knew you'd be here. I guess she was ill too. This is a brain. This little girl had a brain tumor, like 4 years old. And I believe it's the, because her face, like it affected her face and stuff. DBT, she's saying. But she didn't understand it. It didn't define her at all. Like, she didn't really understand. Her life was great and complete. Like, she didn't, to her, she didn't know any different. So, what messages do Oh, I missed your message, honey. Wondering if it's my mom passed at 40. I believe so, Linda. You're the one that had the muff at your wedding. It's very possible. Is that like 20 years ago? Because she's showing me a very dear relationship. She showed me butterfly kisses. And I get the song Butterfly Kisses. So did that play at your wedding, perhaps? Remember that butterfly kisses and bedtime prayers? Little white horse all through her hair or something. And she showed me like forehead to forehead. Did you and your mom used to like push your foreheads together? Then did she live in the city, but was like a nature person at heart, but she just didn't get enough time in nature like normal? Just let me know, Linda, okay? I'm feeling, yeah, it is her. And some of this you may not have known, like she's saying some of it she didn't. Yeah. And you help, was she sick, Linda? Like, did you help your mom through one of the toughest times? Like, you were the strong one, like when she needed you? Yeah, and you're having struggles at the moment. So please know, what else did she say? Hold on. That she never gave up. And you helped her that, like you helped her. Okay, so I know that you're struggling right now, Linda, but you need to realize, and maybe that's what, you may not have been here at the beginning. One of the messages too I got at the very beginning is, was there a ring involved or something? Or is there something really valuable of hers that you wish you would have that you don't? There's a message about the material things don't really matter. What she wants you to know and wants you to really cling to is that all that really matters is that the love, okay? A mother's love is like no other. And sometimes there's differences and things like that, but that's okay. In the end, what matters is you were really there for her. She's showing me how supportive, and at times you may have played more of a motherly role than she did. And she wants you to know she is aware of the struggles that you're having now, but you just need to just keep looking up, okay? Can you get a name of the male? I cannot, but I see him like denim. I mean, not denim, his leather vest, like a striped shirt, not a flannel shirt, like the cotton striped shirts. Let me grab a pendulum and see if these two are related. Would this happen to be your uncle? I'm thinking it's your uncle. He's an uncle. And he's bald up here, gray and black on the side, a mustache. And his mustache is kind of big, like this. Hi, Joy. How are you? Hi, Carla. So for you, honestly, Linda, your biggest message is, in the grand scheme of things, realize that material things might be a struggle and a hassle right now, and it's okay. Because then you're very loved and watched over. No sister is living. Mom's passed. She was 40. Okay, so I'm believing it's your mom. And she's showing me maybe the little girl was you, not her, because she is showing me that muff. And I haven't seen a muff in years. Like, I couldn't even remember the word. Like, that was really cool. I'm wondering if her flower, did she like violets too? Purple flowers, or did you have purple flowers at your wedding? I'm doing great, Joy. I'm doing really good. But what you need to know too is that I helped her a lot. I was 15 when she died. See, that's what she's showing me. You were parenting her when you were just a child. You were helping her pass. You made it easier. And she mentioned like you were guiding her through that because death is scary. She said she was really scared, but she knew you were going to be okay. I'm so sorry. I could not imagine losing a parent at 15 years old. That had to have just changed the whole trajectory of your life. And she's pointing that out. Maybe that's why she's also saying about the material things and the ring. Your mom had 2 sisters that have passed. So perhaps the mention of the sisters is letting you know that she is with family. Because she did say that there is no more pain. It's all peace now. And she knew you'd be here. She is safe at last, and there's no pain, and there's nothing but love and peace. Okay. And please know the love connections. Hi, Sarah. The love connections that you have, even if they passed and you were 15 years old and you're an adult now, it doesn't. Time is a human construct. So to them, it's just like a blip. To us, 20 years is such a long, long time, but to them, it's just like a blip. So in no time, you're going to be reunited again. Oh, hi from Australia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, sweetheart. How are you, Christine? Hi, Ruth. Are you new here, Ruth? Well, welcome. I'm like excited to catch Mama Cole tonight. Hi, Chelsea. Welcome. I'm trying something new. Yes, I'm a psychic medium. You're not being stupid at all. Not at all. Any questions? Feel free to ask questions. Normally what I do is I do mini readings and I do them off of your little pictures and stuff. And tonight I'm Hollis challenged me to do spirit-led reading. So what I did was I dropped in, just so you know what's going on, Ruth, and for anybody joining late, I drop in and I allow the spirits to guide me in a reading and give me the messages, and then whoever they're meant for, I already know they're here. So all you have to do is just say, oh, that's me. I think that's my mom, but I'm not sure. And sometimes if you don't know, it's okay. Hi, Linda. Thanks so much, Linda. But sometimes if it doesn't resonate at first, sometimes it's because, like I said, grief sucks. Grief is hard. And sometimes we just have blinders on and we're scared to acknowledge the signs and symbols, because if we acknowledge, then, oh, you mean they really are alive? They really are able to communicate with me? How is that possible? Like, our muggle mind tries to make sense of it. Trust me, I know I'm a Virgo with a Gemini rising. I try to make sense of everything. Everything has to be like in black and white. I have to research it. I have to figure out why. The work that I do, there really is no why. Oh, thank you so much. This one I made. This is a mala with fluorite and she's green moss agate. Sorry, my brain just went poof. But thank you. And then I have a medicine bag that I wear too. And a Libyan gold. I use crystals a lot. But how long after someone has passed can you connect with them? Well, right away. Most mediums can connect right away. And a lot of times it also depends on them. Like, sometimes you cannot connect with them in a public, if they were a very private person in real life and you're on a public platform and you're wanting to connect with them, sometimes they won't, but they'll do really good in private. That's the only thing that I've ever ran into. Other than that, I really haven't had any issues. One time, really funny, one time I was doing a spirit led and this guy came through and he was very standoffish, and I knew his race, I knew everything about him, and I described him perfectly, but he would not talk. Well, come to find out afterwards, his family member messaged me. He was an undercover narcotics officer who died in the line of duty. So I understood why he didn't speak out, because in real life, he really wouldn't speak out on a public platform. So sometimes things like that happen. Linda, I used to flutter my eyelashes. There you go, Linda. See, sometimes it takes us a little longer for it to just sink in, and because the butterfly kisses was her second, I don't know if you can see my notes, but that was the second thing that she said, was the butterfly kisses right there. And that was what the messages that we got before I even started. So please know, it doesn't matter the amount of time, your mother still is there. She's still very involved. She obviously was at the wedding because she did show me about rings and she showed the muff. So what a beautiful validation for you, Linda. Hi, Amber. Thanks so much, sweetheart. Thank you. And then Linda, I'm wondering, is this gentleman, is that your uncle with the leather vest? Oh, thanks so much, Chelsea. Yes, Hollis does a great job at this page. And for people that don't know me, I have been gone for a little while. I had some major family issues going on. It was insane. So I'm back now full time. Hi, Christy. So I'm back full time. I've gotten over my injuries. I've moved. I'm now in an RV, getting ready to travel the U.S. once again. I can't wait. I grew up traveling, so we'll be doing that soon. But I've been a psychic medium and I've had experiences and talked with the dead since I was 4 years old. So, and it's pretty cool. It's a hard thing to do, but it's also so rewarding, and I'm so excited to be back at work. So let me drop in again and see who else can come through. And ask them to come through clearly for this loved one's highest good. Oh, wow. Right off the bat, I smell gardenia perfume, strong, like so sorry about that, Linda. I love that. Definitely your uncle, and it's his birthday in spirit today. Oh my gosh, yes, that was him. Now this next spirit that's coming through, this next soul, I could smell her. This is a very she kept a very good attention to detail, how she smelled, how she walked, how she entered the room. I'm seeing a cocktail party, and I'm getting like way beyond 60, before 60s, because she has like a feather gown and she's like floating, and it's a champagne. It's not wine or, like a mixed drink or something. It's a champagne. And man, I could smell her. I don't normally get scents. And if I do, it's usually just like a rose, but this is a very strong gardenia, and I'm white shoulders, like she's showing me the model very proudly. I don't remember when white shoulders, but that's like 70s, I think. And she's showing me it's a caftan, she says. I remember what a caftan is. I haven't seen caftans in years. This is someone's granny that's here. So you may have only seen her in pictures like this, in this gown, and it has feathers down like all right here and stuff. And it's not a negligee. No. It's like a caftan, a real gaudy caftan with the champagne. But I don't get that she doesn't have like a lot of jewelry, rhinestones, like diamonds and stuff like that. She was classy, but she had like a champagne budget. I mean, champagne taste on a beer budget. I'm seeing like an actual cocktail party that the person here actually would go to the cocktail parties, or like I can hear the music. There's a lot of people. And this is in the days of the house parties. So this woman's message is to enjoy the finer things in life. Even if you can't afford them, there's always a way to treat yourself to the finer things in life. Because she really did not have a lot. She just lived very richly. She showed me she actually made the caftan. This outfit that she's wearing, she actually made. She found ways to live very richly. Can anyone claim her? And whoever this is, you have a picture of her with this glass. And I have a margarita glass, and it looks very similar to that. It looks more like a wide glass with bubbly. And what's really different is there is not smoke in the room. Normally that time period, I would smell, cigarette smoke, or it seems like it would be really thick smoke. There's no smoke. So she was not a smoker, because it was nasty. It was dirty, she said. And it's someone's grandmother here. So just let it sink in. I keep getting a lot of blinders. A lot of people have, sometimes we want a message so bad that we're not hearing them. And that it's okay. I mean, told to tell you guys like the vibration talk. So I've experienced death recently quite a bit in the past year, and a lot of other things that have affected my vibrations. And what by vibration, what I mean is like when you're depressed, when you're in grief, depression, grief, loss, abandonment, things like that, lower how you feel. You know, when you're in those situations, sometimes you don't want to do anything, or you overdo stuff and you don't feel the best. So your vibration, your energies go low. Okay. Our loved ones, when they pass, the afterlife vibrates so high. It's nothing but pure energy, love, high vibration, high energy. Okay. Well, when we're struggling, mental health, addiction, depression, grief, things like that, all that lowers our vibrations. Okay. So what we have to do is learn how to meditate, learn how to heal, learn how to acknowledge some of the signs that they bring. That's why they do send messages through um, physical things, coins, feathers, animals, music, because that's a vibrational thing that they can control. And you just have to be open to receive it. And sometimes when we're vibrating so hard, we can't see the good. We can't feel the vibrations. That's me, I'm sure. Always hoping to hear from my son, not getting messages as much anymore. Oh, Jennifer. Okay, so let's look, Jennifer. Okay, I could not imagine losing a son. I'm so sorry. I really could not, because my sons are my life. I have 8 kids. 3 I adopted, 2 are my husband's, and 3 are mine. But total, I had 5 sons. Okay. Let's look at, you said you anymore. You don't hear his messages much anymore. Okay. Are you making yourself overly busy so you don't feel? That's what I'm getting from him, is like, because she doesn't stop. Okay. Are you one of those people that instead of you doing this, you're doing this? So perhaps he's sending messages audibly because you're no longer seeing. And also pay attention to your dreams. I'm getting you're dreaming of things, but they're more symbolic. Instead of him actually visiting you, he's sending you like blooming flowers or a garden or something that you're dreaming of. That is your son. And it's about our vibrations. I couldn't imagine losing a child. Of course, the grief is going to be heavy, and there's going to be waves. There's going to be times you're going to be great and you're going to feel very in tune and get the messages very clearly. And then there's other times you're going to have lulls that you're not going to get the messages. So just look, Jennifer. It's okay. You're so welcome, Jennifer. But just look. Not really, but I'm busy. So sometimes our being busy and hype is a sign of like hypervigilance, because if we're busy, we don't stop and think. We can't stop and think. That's like I always say, like, if you're meditating, or if you're writing, writing in your journal for prompts, or if you believe in prayer and you pray, and then you say, oh, I wish, please help me feel a sign, or please help me with this, please help me, I just want to hear you. And you get up and you run off and you start cleaning the house, or you get up and you turn the music on. Sometimes it's okay. I know my vibration is off. Only 5 minutes. Let's see. Oh, sweetheart, if it's only been 5 months, baby girl, just, yeah, it's going to be hard. Holy cow. I could not imagine. So at first it may have been so easy because at first, sometimes it's because we're just lost. You know what I mean? Like, the connection is really, really strong. And then I'm sure 5 months in, there's stages to grief, and you're just probably in one of those. Be very patient with yourself, Jennifer. And this, he says you're too busy. You're just not, um, you need to slow down and just be sometimes. Okay. And he's talking really soft. He said you always had such a soft, calming voice for him. That's what he loves most about you, is how you were able to calm and soothe him. He wants you to know he is okay. And do you sometimes think that you hear him? Because he's saying a lot of your is auditory. You're like, I'm not sure if you're hearing music or if there's times like you actually think that you hear him, his voice or his laughter. Please know his laughter still echoes, bellows. He had a really big belly laugh, like a really boisterous laugh. And that's still, he wants you to remember that laugh. Let it echo. It'll help heal. You need to slow down and be quiet. And allow yourself to feel, Jennifer. It's okay to grieve. This is probably one of the worst things that's ever happened. It's okay not to be okay sometimes. Just don't stay there. Okay? Feel it. Tune in. And I guarantee your son is there. I guarantee he's in the afterlife. He's saying he's with a grandpa. Grandpa's got me. I'm good. Like, you don't have to worry about any what ifs. He wants you to know every decision that you made was exactly what needed to be made. And he loves you. And you can be rest assured because he keeps your voice. Like, were you talking to him when he passed? Or you need to know he hears you? Because I get that your voice is so, so soothing to him. Like, please know he hears you. He heard you. Like, if you question that, you don't have to. Okay? I really hope that helped you, Jennifer. I'm so, so sorry for your loss. And that was one of the things on my break. My son was in what should have honestly been a fatal accident, and he was spared, like, miraculously. And I know he's not suffering anymore. Yes, I was. Yeah. So please know that he knows your true unconditional love, and he could not have chosen a better mother. And your voice, like, was absolutely beautiful. He loved your voice. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you for sharing him with us. Thank you for being here. I'm going to let him step back. And he said, just like that, like what you just did, you just allowed yourself to open up and hear his message. And all you did was just be still for a moment and just be. And that's a lesson for a lot of us is sometimes sit. A lot of times they tell us, and I love this, to just sit. If you used to have a cup of coffee in the morning, you can still do that. And just imagine you're sitting with them, sit with their picture, light a candle at night and have that cup of tea and just take some quiet time. Okay. He loves you, Mama. And you say hugs and kisses. No, he's not suffering anymore at all. Not at all. He wants you to have peace in your heart to know that. You're so very welcome, sweetheart. It's funny. The energies are so different doing it spirit-led. Okay, so I would like to ask whoever needs to come forward. There's someone out in our audience who really needs a message. If you could come forward and give it to them, it would be absolutely beautiful. I have one of my guys. See, I'm back to the cocktail lady. She's like, come on. Okay, and she's taken off the caftan. Now she's like in, oh, this is funny. So she's showing me younger. That was like the older version of her, and she's showing me younger. And she's in like Daisy Dukes, a halter top, like tied halter top, cotton, and her hair up. And she looks like a supermodel. Like, this woman is very curvaceous. And she knew it. Like, she flaunted herself. And it's the same woman who is like the cocktail parties and stuff. But younger, she goes, yeah, I settled down in her older life. Loved her gum. You never saw her anywhere without her gum. She was not a smoker. Smoking was very big back then. She was not a smoker. She had her gum. I was like beautiful white teeth. And I'm telling Daisy Dukes, like shorts. Not as short as they wear now, but like shorts and a tied shirt. Button tied shirt. And Rule Breaker, this girl, and it's her bestie that's here. So this is somebody's bestie that passed. She's like, keep going. She'll understand. She's here. Used to do her hair all the time. This girl would help do her hair. Curly, golden blonde hair. Like gold and like real curly. And absolutely beautiful. Like, she didn't know how pretty she was. Like, she knew she had curves and stuff, but she didn't really understand like what the allure was. She was just herself. Like, till she was older, and then she embraced herself. And there wasn't a lot of pictures of her. There's not. Whoever relative this is, you don't have a lot of pictures. There's like maybe 3. She keeps saying 3. There's 3 pictures. And they weren't great quality pictures to choose from. Because of a fire. There was a house fire. She died. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Did someone here lose somebody in a house fire? Like, very, very tragic. And it was just, oh. And I get it was more than one person. There's a family. 3. That's the 3. I can smell it. I can see it, but there was no suffering whatsoever. But I'm getting fire. Like, there's a lot of fire. And the message is they did not experience it. They did not. The angels were there with them. I had 3 of my little cousins pass, and that's them. That's them. The mom as well. Yeah, that's them totally. Because I get 3. And then I get the lady. Did she used to wear, was she like kind of, not, I meant like country, but she had denim shorts. Yeah, that's them. Because I could see the fire, I could smell the fire. But they didn't suffer. The angels were with the children. Like, yeah. I had a friend pass that way also. So what the message for you, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, sweetheart. Tanzi. The message for you, sweetie, is to know in times of horrible, horrible tragedy like this, that the children did not suffer. They were totally surrounded by angels, despite the efforts of the fire. Because I get people really trying to help. Like, everybody was trying. Neighbors had hoses. The firemen were trying. And this was like a horrific thing that really affected the community. And in times like this, what I've experienced, and each medium we all get different messages, but what I've experienced, and I've had loved ones who have passed the same exact way. Children's stuff do not experience it. They don't have to. They are pulled. The angels were with them. The mother did every single thing that she possibly could. She did not suffer either. She is with her children. They all went together. Despite, I get somebody, Tawny. Okay, Tawny. I get somebody, did she live a little longer and then pass, like a day or so later, or like a few hours later? Because I don't think the children all passed, but I think the mom might have been just a little bit longer. But they're all together. Like, there's no question they're together. And this was like a soul contract. I wasn't expecting them to come through. Wow. What happens when we do this is the messages that we need, or sometimes they come through just to let you know they are still around, and they will validate in the most wild ways. And I love that tonight I'm getting a lot of scent messages, a lot of my senses, like scent, I'm hearing, and them telling me about, blocking. And a lot of us have to start using our your third eye, your heart, your gut. Trust when you get messages like this, Tawny, that yes, they're here. But they want you to know there was absolutely no suffering at all. The children didn't really totally understand. They still have their mom. They're still all together. It's just an absolute beautiful place now. Like, they fulfilled their soul contract. And I get, even though these children were very young, they really did touch the community. This tragedy was really tough, but also there was some absolute beautiful things that came from it. They're almost showing me like somebody may have experienced these angels, like one of the firemen or something. Like, there was some kind of, she passed a day later. I knew it. That's what she's showing me. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, let their dad know. I believe their dad has experienced the angels. Yeah, the community was all there. And I believe the dad has experienced the angels, and he's one. I could not imagine being the father. He needs to know there was nothing he could have done to prevent, to save. They're okay. They're all together. They are okay. He lives with a lot of survivor guilt, as anyone would. But these three, I love that they all came through. And mom, yeah, she had a choice, and she went with her children. Like, that's why it was like a day later. She really tried to fight, but she went with her children. She wants me to tell you that was her exit point. Like, some of us, they were very young, and yes, the community were all there. I read them. But sometimes we have what's called an exit point, a time in our life that we do have a near-death experience, and we're given the choice. I've had quite a few in my life, and it's, you can stay or go. And sometimes we fight really hard. She fought really hard, but then she realized, I think she wanted to be with her children more. I'm in shock. I'm so thankful for that. Tanzi, sometimes when you get messages, profound messages from the other side, it is kind of like overwhelming and so beautiful and profound. And just sit with it. Let these beautiful souls let you know without a shadow of a doubt that they're okay. Like, I can really feel them. They're okay. They didn't suffer, because I could smell the smoke, but I didn't get any. I just immediately felt angels around them. These kids were together too, because I feel like they were surrounded by angels. I have a very dear friend who lost children the same way. She survived, but her girls did not, and they were found like that. And they're showing me, yeah, they didn't experience any of it. So I'm so sorry, Tawny, but I'm so glad that they came through. And I believe those messages were for some others here too, as well. Thank you so much. I love when children come through, but it's also just it's hard. It tears me up because I could not imagine. And I've had tragedies like that within our community too. And please know these babies are okay. They're angels now. Like they watch over their dad. Um, and he needs to know. Maybe let him rewatch this. You're so welcome. I can feel them too. I have goosebumps and I'm shaking. I know they really came through absolutely beautifully. Absolutely. And she did too, but she came through differently. Like, you're so very welcome, honey. You're so welcome. That's why I do what I do. I have to do age is a heck of a thing. I have to do this to be able to read that to see the screen. So thank you so much, Tawny. Thank you. I'm going to release them now. Okay. Anyone else need to come? Just make anyone else. I have okay, this is kind of cute. You're so welcome, sweetie. I have a little person with a huge bouquet of flowers, daisies. So I don't know if there's an actual person here named Daisy, but and I get it, I don't think it's a child. I think it's actually a little person. And they're older. They're older and with this big bouquet of daisies. What is your message, sweetheart? And a box of chocolate. Okay. Yeah, this is a little person. Oh, I don't think I've ever had a little person in any of my readings. And this person is before people were really aware, and we even had. I'm a midget. Like before they had the word little people. Like, and very romantic. Like this is a very romantic person. Oh, wow. I'm just seeing like romantic gestures. Your grandma was four. There you go. Yeah, did they call her? See, I don't even like the M word because I have friends who are little people. Um, but did they refer to her like that? Like, did the family refer to her? And was her spouse also short? Was he really short? Like your grandpa, was he short also? Because I get this is more like a masculine, but very romantic, very loving, um, large in stature. Like I get their soul was huge, but their body was small. Their love was even bigger. I do believe this is your family. Oh, how cute. What is Leah? Leah Wheeler. Oh, yes, sweetheart. Cute. Did you know your grandma and grandpa really well, Leah? Like weekends over there. They spoiled you rotten. The sweetness of life. Like I get this person. He was large but little. That's exactly exactly. Yeah, big and stout but little. Exactly. Um, and they showed you like a love that you've never seen or known since. Like, never had a bad day. Like everything was always so good, like so happy, so jovial. Like they never. Yeah, that's your grandpa, definitely large but little. Um, Their messages are for you tonight are the sweetness of life. The flowers are huge for you. These big daisies. Your name's Leah, but I'm getting like daisies. Like I'm not talking like just a little. Like his hands, his camera angles, like his hands are just can barely get around this thing of daisies. And they're wildflowers. They're not, store-bought fancy. They're wildflowers. Absolutely beautiful. You have to remember, no, I did not know my granddad, but my grandma loved me to death. Yes, she wants you to remember that love. That's what she was just getting ready to say. His hands were huge. That's what I'm seeing, like these huge hands. But what you need to remember, stop. I have a really old kitty who's being mean. But what you need to remember is the sweetness of life. Remember how special grandma made you feel? You still are that special. And sometimes we don't believe it, but that beautiful, special little girl still exists. She's just grown up now. Yeah, you need to remember that. You still can do no wrong, she says. Absolutely no wrong, sweetheart. You're still the light of her life. And you need to know you deserve that kind of love always. The love that she gave you, the love that she received from her husband is what you are worthy of, and you should not settle for anything less, Leah. You are still just as special and just as beautiful as the day you were born, she says. Wow. I really hope that resonated, Leah. Yeah, and your grandpa's hands are huge. I love that he's little but huge. And that brings me to also, that's one of my analogies. Like when we're bored, like sometimes my kids are so hyper and stuff is because they have such a huge soul. That's what happens when you put a big soul in a little body. She was at my birth. The only one that, yeah, she's showing, she just mentioned that. Just as beautiful as you were when the day you were born. Wow, that's gorgeous. Thank you so much, Grandma. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She's like, you got it. She's like, you got it, Leah. Oh, that's so beautiful, honey. Leah, please know, like really listen to that message. Let it sink into your heart. Because sometimes a lot of us are so hard on ourselves and we're always busy picking ourselves apart. And we look in the mirror and we're like, oh, my hair, oh, my eyes, oh, I didn't do this right. I didn't realize you're perfect just the way you are. You're exactly as you were intended to be. Okay? There's no imperfections. Like, we're all human. We're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have imperfections. But in the internal perspective, you are made of stardust. You are absolutely perfect just the way you are, no matter how you are or who you are. Okay? You got to remember that, Leah. Your grandma goes, yep, that's it. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, I think I'm about done.
I clicked the wrong button. Oh,
What?
you clicked the wrong button. Oh my
Oh,
god.
you're good.
Oh my gosh. It's so easy to do in this software is like meant to be easy so you can just easily feature the comments. But it's also easy to do things like play a video when you didn't mean to, take people's pictures out, especially Mercury retrograde. I do all kinds of funny stuff.
Oh, I turn it off. You know me. I've closed out, gone goodbye by accident. Hit the wrong button.
Yeah, exactly. It's very easy to do on the software. Very easy to do.
That's why I had you. We didn't notice anything. It was fine on our end.
Right. Exactly. It sounds like Leah says thank you, by the way.
I do get it. I get it from her. That was absolutely beautiful. I really liked doing it that way. That was really neat.
Does that work well for you? I think it's
Yeah.
beautiful. And I think Spirit gets to choose who gets the reading.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Cool.
Usually
Good. I'm glad it works for you.
we're popping stuff up and you're being fair, and you know what I mean? Spirit's
Mhm.
always fair. Like, you don't have to worry.
Right. I don't have to worry about being fair.
No.
Right. All I have to do is watch for the comments and listen to you
Yeah.
and look for
Thank you
people
so
that are
much.
responding. And you're good at reading the comments out loud because not everybody can see them. I know that you can't see them. Or can you make the screen bigger in front of you?
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay. That's okay.
Yep,
You
sure
do-
can. That would have been next time. I'll try to remember.
Yeah, then you don't have to worry about your glasses.
Yeah,
so
and I'm
much.
not doing. Yeah, it's a lot easier to see. My eyes as I'm getting older are really. I used to have perfect vision till I. Oh well. It happens.
Well, that's part of aging, but with
Yeah.
aging comes lots of other great things like,
Exactly.
wisdom, harmony, peace. There's lots of things that come with wisdom that
Oh yeah,
that are priceless.
that's
And
true.
so I always like to always remember that um about about aging, that while some people really struggle with it, I think at the same time it's meant to be that way. I'm glad you enjoyed it tonight, Eva.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thanks, Eva. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was absolutely beautiful. I love the messages too. I get so much from it. Like, I just absolutely love it.
Mhm.
Thank you so much,
Good.
everyone, for sharing your loved ones with us.
Cool. All right, everyone. Let's see. Today is Thursday, so I think we have another live tomorrow with Sarah, and I might go live this weekend. Anyway, I hope all of you have a fantastic evening
Yes, have
and
a
a
great night.
fantastic day tomorrow. Enjoy your Friday. I hope you've enjoyed your week. You can, of course, book with Mama Cole at the website here at Psychic Insights. Make sure you go to Psychic Insights. We now have a blog. Me and Cheryl mostly write it right now, and we write all kinds of things. There's several articles that you might be interested in, such as demystifying demystifying mediumship, which is essentially, about misconceptions and myths about mediumship.
That was really
Mama
good.
Cole just wrote. I just posted Mama Cole's "Navigating the Storms Within Grief," and that just came out this week. There'll be an email for it next week. That's about grief, resilience, and finding your way. And a while ago,
Yeah, on the cover, what's really cool is the pictures are where I live. I live on the Gulf, and it's before and after the hurricanes. It's like my favorite spot that I used to go meditate and fish at, and how the whole terrain has changed because of the storm. And so I compared that to grief, like the storms of life. It was
Yeah.
really, and it was spirit led. Like, it was very profound.
Right.
So,
Exactly. And I think most of our articles are. And we have another article that she wrote a while ago called Pennies from Heaven, which is all about understanding signs.
yeah.
And there's also a guide to mediumship, sort of like messages from the other side. And just kind of like, if you're new to mediumship, I have 30 years experience, and Mama Cole has a lot of experience, and the both of us try to keep up on these blogs, and we're going to continue to do them. So here's a link. I put it in the comments so you guys can check it out. If you just go to the main website, psychicinsights.life, and scroll down just a little bit under our pictures, you'll see the 6 pictures when you get there. But then if you scroll down, you'll see blog posts. Okay. And it's completely free. It's a free resource for you. We're just trying to get the information out there and trying to help you, support you in your journey. And that's what things are all about, right?
Yes.
So that's an interesting question. April said, do either of you experience brown or pink noise in your ears? I'm not sure how to make noise a certain color.
Yeah, I don't know color, but I used to get like
I
almost
get
like
noise.
yeah, I get like radio interference almost sometimes.
I can also tell when a spirit has entered the room by the sound changing,
Oh wow.
like just the background sound.
Oh, that's cool.
You know,
I just sense. I don't know how to explain it. No, I
yeah.
don't have a color of a noise.
Usually there's buzzing or something when a
Yeah.
spirit enters a room. There's like this mild sensation of buzzing in the background. And I think it's just unless it's like my guide and they're with me all the time, but you know, when you're working in a house or something like that,
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah, April, I'm not sure if we answered your question, but maybe we at least validated you that if that's what you're experiencing, no one here is going to tell you it's not real.
Mm-mm. And we all experience. If I'm glitching, hold on.
What's that? You're not
We
glitching.
okay. We all experience things differently. Like no two people experience things exactly the same
Yeah.
at all. Like we all mediums
Ever.
all work different. Yeah, we're all different. So.
I don't think that applies to anything. It's like heart attack and sicknesses and diseases and wellness. Yeah, it's all different. Even trauma. You know, what could be trauma for one person is not trauma for another
It's
person.
nothing. Yeah.
So, April, that's probably your daughter coming towards you. You probably are you are probably
Oh.
you probably are hearing her. You're probably hearing her, April. I would validate that. I would take that as a sign, April. I would talk to her when she's there.
And it's the color pink, brown and pink. Like
Right.
just
Did she like being outside?
yeah, earthy and yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Especially if you're sensing colors with it. Chelsea said, I've been working on raising my vibration and following Psychic Insights has been such a great experience for me. I get so excited for the lives. I always leave feeling great with a smile.
Oh, I love that.
That's so beautiful, Chelsea.
Thank you so much, Chelsea.
And Chelsea, you've gotten readings too. I know you've at least gotten from me, and I know that like the readings help too, you know. And we have weekly astrology forecasts, and we have these lives with little free readings all the time. So we're here for you. We want to support you. And like I said, the blog, I just wanted to make you guys aware of the blog. You know, we're just getting it out of, you know, sort of out of the park a little bit, but we're getting there. Mama Cole's just got released, and if you're on our email list, that will come up for you. Okay, so it will get sent to you eventually. And you know, my spouse does guided meditations that you can also tap into, and there's even one for meeting your loved one. So oh, okay. Chelsea said, yeah, she got a reading from Sarah as well. Yep. And isn't it great? Isn't it great, Chelsea, to know that you can come to Psychic Insights and know that you can get a reading with any reader and know that
it's real.
Your reading's going to go well. And if it doesn't, we're going to make it up to you. Yeah. We're going to find a way to make it good to you. And that's really our promise.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah. So, okay. I see April. April said I had similar signs before, but okay. So we both believed. Okay. Well, April, maybe you'll get it someday. Just keep it in your goals. You can get a reading. And we try to make it affordable at Psychic Insights too.
And the packages are amazing too. So where you can get, I love the packages, especially for like where you could do readings and coaching and stuff like that. I love it. I think they're amazing. They've helped a lot of my clients a lot with the packages.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. And so there's also a link. I put the YouTube up. The YouTube is for Bright Hawk's Ham Pam music, which is really healing. It's really good for the soul. So check that out. What's that?
Listening to the hand pan will help you when we were getting the messages of just being and to listen so that you can receive. If you sit and listen to that hand pan, it can really help raise your vibration because of its frequency and stuff. It will help raise your vibration to make you to where you will be more receptive to sit and be able to just be. Sometimes when we're in grief, it's hard to just sit and be because that's when you're feeling, but that's also in the space that you will receive messages as your vibrations are raising. So yeah, I love the hand pan is amazing. Bright Hawks. I use
I
it
have found
myself.
ever since the first time I ever heard the hand pan, I felt like it moved me to a different dimension. I was in the woods at the time, and I was at a fair playing a Hobbit, and that was the first time I had heard it live, and I just stood there, and I was right on the edge, and I just felt like I could step right over into a dimension.
Yes.
And then I came right back. It wasn't traumatic. It wasn't hurtful or anything. And then when I started using the music with the elderly, I started to realize that they're half on the other side and half on this side. And I started to realize that the hand pan takes you back and forth between that dimension, the other side. So if you listen to the video that I posted, you guys, it's in the comments. So April, just scroll up and look. I just posted a YouTube link, and that YouTube link will take you to Bright Hawk Productions YouTube, where that's the Meet Your Loved Ones. There's lots of other ones too, but the reason I did that one was because I know that it helps you connect. It helps you. So, and if you're struggling with grief and you're struggling with how to connect, that's how you do it. Go follow that meditation. Tool. All right, everyone. Well, it's great chatting with everyone. Of course, you can book with Mama Cole. The link is also in the comments. Of course, it's also at the top there. And we hope that you know that you can trust Psychic Insights. You get to see us all the time. And, we appreciate you. We love you. And we hope that you take care of yourself and do everything you can to take care of yourself in the coming days. All right, everyone? All right, everyone. Good night.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.com.